Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
This is Peter Drury and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Unmistakably, the San Siro, this most distinctive of structures, 80,000 it holds. So things are underway. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I don't think you're going to get many defenders who are as good as this fella, Koundé. When it comes to building from the back, I mean, he's always boasted impressive forward passes, where you see him hit the front line with diagonals, switch play. He's got a great varied passing game, but I really have been surprised at how good a ball carrier he is.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. This is Dembele. Good pressure, determined, intense. That is good alertness. Hernandez. Can he get it through? Oh, well played, well sorted out. Koundé. France have had the ball in promising areas, but nothing to show for it. That's a good Camavinga! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
France with the corner, there first. Chouameni goes short. Hernandez, oh, good climb! Didn't quite get enough on that.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
Koundé. Hernandez. Looking for options for movement. Now that looks a decent ball. Hernandez has it out wide and in space. France yet to have an attempt on goal. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
He's a sharp little ball here. And it's Doué. Conte. Oh, it's Dembele. He's in a great position here. Camavinga. Short changes him with that pass. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Thuram. Oh, this looks sharp. He won't be happy with that one. Conte. Chouameni. Passing is crisp and sharp. Thuram. He's having a pop! It's a loose ball. Oh, super ball. And that's really well manoeuvred. Rabiot. Conte. Dembele. Can he finish? Goal! France! The first significant strike. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
France have broken through. It's what takes a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
He will be livid with himself. And that's a good-looking ball. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Doué. And here's Dembele. Doué is in a really good position out wide. Nice control. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. We expected better, and so did he. Well, he's hit it long, but astray.
France certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Driving on and making good progress. Can he get on the end of this? Thuram's Mbappe! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Now, can they get him away? And he's chosen to go back. And he's there to belt it away. Taken back almost at once. Hernandez. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Looking to play him in. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
This is a promising build-up. And the referee has signalled for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. France come in at half-time on the wrong end of a 1-0 scoreline.
It's been a pretty tepid display. They'll want to use this break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
France can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Now it's Thuram. Rabiot. Looking for the run. No way through there. He's got away. Decent shot! Oh, it's hit the post. And that would have been some goal.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
An instinctive delivery. And the ball's come loose here. Koundé clears without hesitation. Mbappe. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Upamecano kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, it's Dembele. France are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Still chasing the game, trailing by one. And this is Dembele. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
L'affluenza di
Almost an hour
quest'oggi
gone.
è di
Now it's
80.607
Mbappe.
spettatori.
Tries to pass it through. Thuram! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Good ball, good take.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Mbappe. Oh, nicely intercepted. And he stands tall, impenetrable.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 26, numero 14. Lasciano il campo per il numero 11, il numero 25. Attenzione, una sostituzione.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And it's Dembele. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably. And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Rabiot. Now it's Doué. Barcola. Aims beyond the defence. Goes forward. Mbappe is onto it in a flash. And he's had it nicked away. Played back into the centre. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that was vital.
France really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
And claimed it back swiftly. Now it's Doué. He is through here. Knocks it into space. Oh, that's fabulous. Pings it across. That's a decent clearance. Time is running out here.
Well, whatever it is, Peter, it needs to be drastic and quick. Maybe the late show.
And he's intervened well there. Tries to play it through. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
France clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Great vision. And he's worked it through. Mbappe! Delivery from Mbappe. And that should get the job done. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
France really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 8.
France are making a change now.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 12. Il numero
Has a
3.
look and place it forward. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Dembele. Oh, he's found support out wide. And this is Dembele. That's at the end. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
France really did.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Begley.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Unmistakably, the San Siro, this most distinctive of structures. 80,000 it holds. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. And here's Mbappe. He's cut it out. France have got it back, and they'll have another go. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, it's hard not to focus on Ousmane Dembele, a player of unbounded potential, someone who can add real width and dynamism to any team thanks to his pace and all that ability on the ball. On a good day, he can really be unplayable coming inside.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that.
Engages and forces him off the ball. He has found a way through. And he's gone backward here. And the finish! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Well, the less said about that pass, the better.
Nicely intercepted. That's destined for the flank. That is good strength. Guendouzi. And it's Doué. Nice sequence of passes, this. And we have our very first corner. Tchouaméni plays it short. And that has not gone well. France have the chance to go the other way. No, that's been intercepted. And here's Dembele. Can he get on the end of this? Guendouzi does really well to win the ball there. France yet to have an attempt on goal.
Oh, nice one too, very nice.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Upamecano with the clearance.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Mbappe. Very nicely done. Stood up well to him there. Dembele. Knocks it into space, and it's been played through. He's on it, can he get away? And he's quick to get rid. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Played out to the left flank. And it's Doué. He's found space here. He's picked his way through. Saliba did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh no, what has happened here? And he's got the beating of his man. He's in, must be! It's Dembele! Goal, France! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
France are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Real chance! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Dembele certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Rabiot.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Has a look up and delivers. Oh, he's been caught napping. Crossed in once more. Caught offside that time. And here's Thuram. Oh, it's Dembele. Doué. Now he takes a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now that's well seen too. Rabiot. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Dembele. Lovely bit of skill. And here's Thuram. Great chance! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Dembele. Chouameni calmly anticipates. Koundé.
Quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Next Dembele. Great vision. Mbappe is wide and looking to get onto this. Guendouzi. That's very neat. And that signals the end of the first period. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. How would you review the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
France can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break. That gets us going once more. France leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Rabiot. Ambitious ball here. And this is Dembele. And he's certainly onside here. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, he's been... Oh, shooting chance! He's got a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Fofana, lovely pass, but can he get there? Doué. Dembele. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Mbappe. Dembele. Mbappe. Oh, what has happened here? Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Rabiot. Oh, just skips past his man. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Saliba, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è
Hernandez
di
cuts it out.
80.314
Well, clearly he didn't mean it that
spettatori.
way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 24.
So we have movement on
Viene
both
sostituito
benches.
con il numero 11. Attenzione, un cambio.
Koundé. France do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. No, that was never going to make it. It's a pretty loose pass. Fofana. And it's Chouameni. That's a cute ball. No, not quite on the same wavelength. France appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Koundé, Fofana, spread out to the left, cute ball now, how can he reach it? He is through here, and he impressive jump, goal! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Oh, we have a very different game.
Shoots! Well taken goal. There seemed no way back, but they are level.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Just a quarter of an hour to play.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Pinches it off him. Shot could be on. Chance! That has been knocked clear. He's given the time to pick a pass. Hernandez cuts out the pass. And he can clear it away. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
That has been cut short. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 14.
France are making a change now.
Numero 8. Numero 4. Lasciano il campo per il numero 6, il numero 25, il numero 9, il numero 15.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Well, they've got it again. They'll have one final crack at it. Thuram. Now chance for a shot! And he's following up! Oh, he's done it! A game of margins! A game of thrills! This might just do it! Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and the player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
Well, they've done the hard part, now to survive the last few minutes.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they deserved this, but has the opposition enough spirit left in them now to maybe find a way back?
Lovely feet. Out of play for a goal kick. That's a smartly directed ball. Looking for options for movement. Ah, that's a fine interception. And that is well cleared. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Look at the space here. And the shot! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
France really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
And that is as far as it goes. France played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Dembele! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, he's been caught napping. Goes for a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. France definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the
chance! It's and again! Marvellous goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
France are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And he's intervened well there. Fofana. And this is Dembele. And the ball's gone astray. And he was quick to react. Driving on and making good progress. Fofana. Now that looks a decent ball. Dembele receives it in a wide position. No way through, so back it comes. Tries to pass it through. Dembele.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Dembele's delivery. Saliba tries to clear. And we have our very first corner. Fofana! Nearly, but not quite. Now it's Dembele. Now it's Rabiot. Looking to play him in. Oh, what has happened? Can he finish? Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Upamecano. France have quite a reputation for being combative, confrontational, just in your face, Jim.
It's well rehearsed, Peter. It's testament to their excellent work ethic, really. The way they always go chasing the ball in numbers, and they can keep it up late into a game too.
Now it's Dembele. Looking for options for movement. Oh, he's a sharp little ball here. Fofana. And that's really well manoeuvred. Chouameni. Oh, nice one too, very nice. Brilliantly cut out. And a great chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
France have their second corner now. Hernandez clears it away. France have the chance to go the other way. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Mbappe. And that has left him in a heap. Oh, this looks sharp. Mbappe chasing after it. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Oh, that's a key interception. Hernandez kept his eye on it, and he's there. Kolumuani. Oh, it's a takes a shot! Fofana. Doué. Can he spark a counter here? Tchouaméni does well to get it back.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And here's Dembele. Can he get it through? Fofana picks it up out wide. Mignon deals with that nice and simple.
France have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Fofana. Here's Tchouaméni. Spread to the right. And it's Tchouaméni. And it's Tchouaméni. Hernandez cuts it out. That's a good run down the left. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And the referee has signalled for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. France currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 24.
So we're off again.
Numero 9.
France can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Dembele. Dembele unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And here's Thuram. He has a look up. Upamecano defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Mbappe.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Some resolute defending there, gently done. Played out to the left flank, and he's quick to return it. Hernandez does really well to win the ball there. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Too much pressure, and he's lost the ball. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively. Kolumuani really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 26. Viene sostituito con il numero 11. Attenzione, un cambio.
Almost an hour gone.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di
Footed
80.113
pressing going on
spettatori.
here. Olise is in a really good position out wide. Thinks about the shot. Koundé deals with that comfortably. And that was very necessary. Now it's Camavinga. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the...
And the shot! And that's a tiny finish. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Assegnato al
One
75esimo
sweeping
minuto.
move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Has to go back here. Shoots! And the ball's come loose here. Delivers the ball. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And he's cleared it out of harm's way.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Looking for the run. That's a shade optimistic. Camavinga. Half an hour gone in the second half.
France really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
That is good progress on the left. This is it then, now or never. And here's Mbappe. Good ball, good take. Mbappe is onto this. And it's made its way to him. Rabiot. That's good running with the ball. Gets a good foot in there. Ball is over the line. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Mbappe on a strong run here. And here's Thuram. Mbappe has the space to scheme. Rabiot with the clearance.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Now it's Doué. Oh, sweet feet. And he shoots!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Il quarto uomo indica
Now,
2
can they
minuti
get him
di
away?
recupero.
Spread neatly. Showing good feet. And this is Rabiot. Dembele is herring after that one. So that's it. It is all over. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
It's truly... And the shots! He's delivered all right!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
France are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And it's Rabiot, not the most accurate pass. Fofana. Hernandez. Oh, that's delightful. Threads one in, brilliantly cut out. Saliba goes back to front. Fofana. The referee's awarded a free kick. Thuram. And it's Fofana. Now it's Dembele. Lofted in. Rabiot getting this one clear. Now it's Thuram. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Hernandez. Mbappe, and it's Fofana. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Dembele going after that. Oh, it's Dembele. Looking for the run. Mbappe. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. That's a super give and go. Oh, good-looking ball.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack. France definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
And here's Colomwani. Now it's Thuram. And the shots! And it's in! They have come roaring back!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
France restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And he welcomes it in. And this is Dembele. Ball comes in. Well, now it's a race for the ball. And it's hoisted clear. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Oh, what has happened here? Flings it across. Konate tries to clear.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Good ball over the top. Dembele
Receives it in a good position here. Deftly out wide. Now he's off and running. And the pass is intercepted. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
It's a pretty loose pass. Fofana. Can he get it through? Dembele! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Dembele clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Tchouaméni gets it away. Tries to get it clear. Now it's Rabiot. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. Dembele. And they can counter here. Saliba gets over and intercepts. And he can clear it away. And that has left him in a heap. Stood up well to him there. Mbappe. Saliba cuts it out. Kolomouani looking understandably energised after his goal. Rabiot. Hernandez. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Ah, he's given it away. Mbappe. Great vision. And that is the end of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Well, Jim, they've both had their moments.
Well, I think we got a good indication of what both sides want to do, Peter. I suspect both will continue with their respective approaches, give or take the odd fine-tuning.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. So straight into the second half. Konate does really well to win the ball there. Thuram tries to pass it through. And he can thump it away. Fofana carries the ball down the right.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Dembele has the space. Shot a goal! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Dembele going face-to-face with his great rival. Hernandez. It's been shipped out wide. Played out to the left flank, and he's intervened well there. Cross needs to be good. Cleared without hesitation. France are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And it's Fofana. Elects to cross. And that has been knocked clear. Now it's Mbappe. Nicely shaped ball. Floated through. Chance, surely! Tchouaméni. It's not an especially good pass, that. Looks to the other side. Mbappe. Good purposeful running this. Oh, that's fabulous. Played in. Koundé. Now Mbappe. France do have a chance to counter here. He's under a lot of pressure there. Kolomouani might just make this. Poor robust challenge. Rabiot.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Hernandez. Threads one in. Thuram. Oh, it's come loose. In with the challenge. Now, can they get him away?
This is the time you need that pace.
Dembele will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Chouameni. And here's Mbappe. Now that looks a decent ball. Now the delivery. And it's claimed by the keeper. 75 minutes played. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 9.
So we have movement on both
14,
benches.
Numero 10. Numero 22. Lasciano il
Not
campo
got that
per
quite right.
il numero 25.
And it's
Il numero
hoisted
6,
clear.
Il numero 24.
Spread to the
il
right.
Numero 3. Cambio di giocatori.
Looking to play him in. Oh, super find. He is through here. Real chance! Goal, France! And they're back in front. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Olise, looking for the run. Nice interception, well timed.
France really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
That has not gone well. Doué. France, moments now away from seeing this one out. Koundé gets across to intercept that. And here's Doué. Not the most convincing of passes. He's picked his way through. And the finish! And that has fair fizzed. All hands on deck for this one.
Numero 8 viene sostituito con il numero 19.
the shot! And no mistake. We thought they were done, but never say never. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Back to parity, and there's barely any time left.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
And that will be the final act. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Dembele. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Things really are sizzling here in Milan. The San Siro provides the perfect backdrop to the excitement which will follow. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. This is Dembele. Oh, nice touch. Turns back here, probably the best option. The pass has gone astray. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. He's found a way through. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, I think it's hard to ignore this guy, Mike Maignan, Peter. You don't normally pick a goalkeeper as a potential match winner, but I think his consistency has to allow him an exception, because I think he's just very solid in all aspects of his game, and he has a great relationship with this defence.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Doué unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And here's Mbappe. Delivers the ball. And it's claimed by the keeper. Rabiot.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. It's a good foot in there. Looking to play him in. He'll try from distance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Hernandez. And it's Doué. Now it's Mbappe. That's going wide left. Rabiot running at top gear. It's gone out for a throw-in. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Oh, what a ball! Konate did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Hernandez. Approaching the half-hour mark. And it's Dembele. And Koundé. Great vision. Dembele wants to run onto this. Now it's Kante. Doué. Rabiot scooting forward. Hernandez finding himself in space. No, that's been intercepted. Hernandez. Mbappe. Conte. That's a cute ball. Oh, that's clever. Tries to get it clear. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
He is through here. France have a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. And that should get the job done. Now it's Mbappe. Dembele. Dembele. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Fofana. Now it's Fofana. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Dembele. It's a searching pass. But that has not gone well. Koundé. Doué. Fofana couldn't squeeze it through. Konate. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. How would you review the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
Terrific effort! Goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
The first breakthrough.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Rabiot. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Mbappe. Crosses it in. Gets his head on it! Oh, it's come off the upright. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And it's Doué. He's being urged to shoot.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
France appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple. Their response to falling behind has been very strong. They just need a converter to step up now.
Now it's Fofana. Konate deals with that comfortably.
France really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Doué. The message is clear, none shall pass. Mbappe has created one goal already. Oh, that's well done, really robust. And it's Doué. Now it's Thuram. Oh, that's well spotted. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 14.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Numero 22. Lasciano il campo per il numero 11, il numero 9, il numero 25.
Mbappe.
Cambio di giocatore.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Flings it across. Tchouaméni clears it away. That's really well manoeuvred. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Dembele. Mbappe! Mbappe! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Olise. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Cross into the box. Koundé can get it clear.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Out towards the flank. And he's been shifted off it. Now, can they get him away? Shapes to shoot! It's hit the upright. And that pass just didn't quite work. Rabiot. That's a little off target. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Elects to cross. And that should get the job done. And it's lofted through here. Now to Lise.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Spread neatly, and he's certainly onside here. Towering header! And it's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
France have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see the more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
It's a goal kick. No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Camavinga.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Nicely weighted ball. Elise looking for the run. And that is that. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Unmistakably, the San Siro, this most distinctive of structures. 80,000 it holds. So straight into the action. Tries to pass it through. Shapes to shoot! Goal! France!
The skill and the confidence was just brilliant, and he showed both a quick head and even quicker feet.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And he's worked it through. Foot in. Chouameni. Dembele.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And it's been played through. And the shot! And he hits the net! Not one, but two. It is a dream start.
Well, he had time to weigh up the fact that the keeper was vulnerable, and he duly lobbed him.
So that's two now without reply.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
There's a sharp little ball here. And that's really well manoeuvred. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Hernandez. Aimed beyond the defence. Over to the other side. A disastrous start. Two down in next to no time. And here's Dembele. And it's Rabiot. Fofana. Probing pass. Mbappe is wide and looking to get onto this. Mbappe was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. France with the corner, they're first.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
France are looking to go forward now. Oh, good take in a good area. Fofana. Now it's Mbappe. Looking for the run. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Upamecano calmly anticipates. Good running, strong and purposeful. And here's Mbappe. Rabiot.
France are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Hernandez. Chouameni. Oh, nicely intercepted. And that's played in low. Fofana attempts a clearance. Fofana did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Oh, played through for the wide man. Lovely feet. Forced to go back. Fofana. France do have a chance to counter here. Now it's Dembele. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Knocks it into space. Dembele has the space to scheme. Threads one in. Klaus gets into a good position. And that should get the job done. Backward it goes. He has a look up. Now, can they get him away? Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Mbappe. No, that's been intercepted. And it's Fofana. He's played it back. Pass somewhat off target. Thinks about the shot. He's found a way through. Traumeri. Nicely weighted ball. Tries to... Mbappe! Oh, crossbar! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now?
Fofana, and he's managed to get free. Incoming delivery. Can he finish? And it's in! Half-time imminent! What a time to score! That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
France cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Well, they've got it again. And it's Doué.
Oh, it's Dembele.
And it's half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 4. Lascia il
Gets
campo
us
per
going
il
once more.
numero 15.
France really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Delivers the ball. Konate tries to clear. Dembele. Now it's Doué.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
He's picked his way through. Saliba gets it away. Fofana. Koundé. Can he get it through? He's found space here. Gets his head on it! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
France different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel.
Mbappe! Goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
France now in a position far more desirable.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
France clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Thuram. The ball has bounced loose now. Now he's off and running. Upamecano cuts it out.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
He's rising! Crossbar comes to the rescue. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Mbappe Has created one goal already. Upamecano wins the duel this time. France do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Koundé. Fofana. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 24, numero 14,
Koundé.
numero 8,
Now
numero
Saliba.
26. Lasciano il campo per il numero 9, il numero
Olise
11.
tries
il
to
numero
play it
6,
through.
Il
It's
numero
been slipped
25.
through.
Attenzione.
Oh, that's
una
fabulous.
sostituzione.
So much time and space here. Nice interception, well timed. Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
He's had it taken off him. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Tries to get it clear. Great vision. Space for him to turn and look. Here it is, crossed in. Saliba getting this one clear.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
75 minutes played. He's being urged to shoot. That'll be a corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Digne with the short one. That's very neat. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Dembele.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Out towards the flank. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He has found the way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
And this is Dembele. Dembele! And that's in! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Lovely ball and a real chance now.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Picked out brilliantly. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Hernandez. Olise. Played out to the left flank. Dembele. Olise. Just eases him off the ball. Olise. Now it's Mbappe. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, that's well spotted. Oh, there's a probing ball. Digne. And that is a little undercooked.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Conte, looking to play him in. Flashes it, a header! And there goes their last chance. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
France lost their way after falling behind early. Their concentration was weakened and their character, and that's cause for address.